How's it going, everyone? I want to go over a bunch of updates in this video. More information on Horizon Forbidden West, a brand new trailer did drop today that I want to briefly talk about, plus an update on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 differences. On top of that, Amazon is looking to restock PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X's between now and December 31st, but it looks like it will be available to Prime subscribers. At least priority will be given to them, and if priority is given to them, you might as well make it exclusive to Prime subscribers. We'll talk that. Final Fantasy XIV Starter Edition and Complete Edition. Some interesting news over that. The sales have been suspended based on the game doing too well. Yes, we'll talk about that. And Ubisoft has officially announced a Splinter Cell remake. More on that at the end of this video. But first of all, a brand new Horizon Forbidden West trailer has dropped. The new Slitherfang, Rollerback, and Sunwing machines have been detailed in this trailer. It's a brief 2-minute trailer, and I do have to say some of the new machines being introduced in Horizon Forbidden West look pretty wild. So it'll be interesting to see how that does alter gameplay. Obviously, that's been one of the focuses of Horizon Forbidden West, adding more depth to the gameplay and, you know, more versatility in what you can do and how to handle every single situation. Specifically, Ben McCaw, narrative director of Guerrilla, noted, on February 18th, Aloy will venture into the dangerous frontier of the Forbidden West, confronting a huge variety of deadly new machines. You saw many of these steel beasts revealed last week at the Game Awards, but today Guerrilla offers a closer look at the armored Rollerback, the graceful Sunwing, and the acid-spitting Slitherfang, plus several more. Some serve as guardians of the natural order, while others are built only to kill. Even worse, the power to control them has fallen into the wrong hands. A lot more images have dropped as well. Game looks absolutely gorgeous, and yeah, hopefully it turns out pretty well. But there's always been some discussion regarding the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 versions. Let's talk about it. So the differences with the versions: the PS5 will support a 60 FPS performance mode, so I would imagine that there's going to be a graphical fidelity mode that will be at like 4K, and that'll be 30 FPS with better visuals. PlayStation 5 version features 3D audio and DualSense features. PS5 uses cinematic-grade lighting system. PS4 can only use that lighting system in the cutscenes. PS5 version has a special rendering technique for underwater scenes, and PS4 version should be largely identical beyond performance and graphics, which I would expect that to be the case. Content-wise, obviously, it's going to be very, very similar. To me, what this tells me is that the PlayStation 5 version is not going to be the significant graphical upgrade it could have been had it been a PlayStation 5 exclusive. But that's fine. If you're gonna do the cross-gen game, it's better to skimp out on the PlayStation 5 version, which at the end of the day, a lot less PS5 users than there are PS4 users, and make sure that you're not offering a unplayable product on the PlayStation 4. That's just the way you gotta go when you do a cross-gen game. You have to pick one, and this is easily the better route to go, because if you're gonna do a cross-gen game and then just completely butcher the PS4 version of the game, no moss on that. That's generally what they do in terms of cross-gen. You gotta make the PlayStation 4 version still competent, and it looks like in this case, it is gonna be. You don't want a Cyberpunk situation. That's really the main thing here. Even selfishly, while it's a bit disappointing to me, at the end of the day, I'm still really going to enjoy the game, and what I care about is 60 frames per second. Did see someone comment saying, hey, we care about that graphical fidelity. Hey, you can play the game at 4K, and you can still have a really good time with that. At the end of the day, I'm expecting the game to be very good, and that's really what I'm excited for. I loved Horizon Zero Dawn, played through it on PC not too long ago, and the story is still fresh in my mind, so maybe I'll play through it one more time, to be perfectly honest, and then I'll jump into Horizon Forbidden West when that drops on February 18th. Alright, moving on from that, speaking of PlayStation 5s, Amazon is looking to restock PS5 and Xbox Series X between now and December 31st. It is noted on their page for the PlayStation 5, Amazon Prime customers will be given priority access to the PlayStation 5 through December 31st. This is how I got an additional PS5 for one of my friends. I think this is the easiest way, especially because so many people just have an Amazon Prime subscription. Like, not that many people have Walmart Plus or Best Buy Total Tech. A lot of people have Amazon Prime, so if you do, or if a family member does, again, follow the PS5 Restock accounts on Twitter. Wario64 is a great follow. I know not everyone can be, you know, stalking their phone all the time, but sometimes you get a bit of a heads up on when PS5s do go in stock, so if you can get a heads up on it, jump in. I think when I got the PS5 for my buddy, I had like a 10-minute window to get it. They were in stock for like a 10-minute window, which was, for PS5s, that's pretty darn good. A 10-minute window for Prime subscribers to pick up a PS5, I think, is quite good. So yeah, just want to make you guys aware of that. Maybe something you want to be mindful of if you are still looking to pick up a PS5. Maybe you're looking to pick up one for a lot of friends or family, whatever the case may be. Might be something you want to keep an eye on. Moving on from that, boy oh boy, Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. I don't know, FF14 seemingly taking that throne for the top MMO in the world right now. I think that's pretty easy to say. Final Fantasy XIV Starter Edition and Complete Edition sales have been suspended due to server congestion issues. There's a lot of information that has dropped about this, and yeah, seemingly the game is just kicking too much ass, I guess, is the easy way to say. I guess they were not prepared for the game to be as well received as it was, and yeah, the game is just getting too popular. I guess they weren't expecting the game to get this big. I mean, I kind of saw the writing on the wall, and as, you know, not to crap on World of Warcraft, but as that's kind of, you know, on the wayside, so to speak, a lot of people are looking for a new MMO to play. Like, I'm not a big MMO guy, but even I noticed the buzz surrounding FF14. Square Enix's Naoki Yoshida has announced that they're suspending sales of FF14. We apologize for the ongoing congestion that has been occurring since early access and the official launch of Endwalker. It's been nearly 2 weeks since the start of early access, and players are still experiencing substantial congestion issues when logging into the game. As we have new content set to release in upcoming patches, I'd like to provide you with several updates on our plans to address these issues. With that, people are going to get additional game time, so don't worry about that. And then they are going to disable the purchase of the game for a limited period of time, and you can't get into the starter edition either, so that's a bummer. Don't get me wrong, if you want to make the argument Square Enix should have seen it coming, sure, I agree with that, and having these issues definitely is not good at all. However, at a grand overview of it, to see Final Fantasy XIV go from where it was, and we talk about it all the time, to now the game is being too popular where they literally have to suspend the sales of the game for it being too in demand. Kind of a wild turn of events over the last, whatever, 8 or so years. Kind of crazy to see how far it's come, but hopefully they get this issue ironed out, because this isn't good. You want to keep selling the game. You want to make sure people can get onto the game easy as possible, especially if they drop their hard-earned cash on it. But yeah, hopefully those issues will be remedied sooner rather than later. Lastly, I do want to note, Ubisoft has announced a Splinter Cell remake. I think all of you guys have heard about this. In development over at Ubisoft Toronto. Now, it has to be noted, the game is very much in early development, so do not expect to see it for quite a while. And also, it was noted that this is a remake. They kind of need to go this way, but they want to stay true, and it is going to be more of a linear experience, which is a little bit surprising. I thought they were going to go the open world route. I thought they were going to go the route of figuring out how to monetize the game like they do with AC, and, you know, make it monetizable for the future. But given that this is still very much early in development, things can change at a pretty quick pace, so you still have to be, you know, keeping an eye on it, but I wouldn't expect to see this game until like 2024 with an official release, given that, again, it's just kicking off in early development. So yeah, I would keep expectations tame for now, but I'm still very much excited for, you know, new Splinter Cell in general. So that's gonna do it for me. Again, bit of an update on Horizon Forbidden West. PlayStation 4 version looks like it's going to be pretty capable of giving you that PS4 style experience. Amazon expected to restock PS5s and Xbox Series X's. Looks like it's going to be mostly exclusive to Prime subscribers. Final Fantasy XIV, hopefully they got the issues working out of being too popular of a game. But yeah, for real, they need to get those servers up and running. And Ubisoft announcing a Splinter Cell remake. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.